That we come from dust and return to dust? Yes. Well, I just looked under the couch and somebody's coming or going.
Huh. That's cute.
Now, I would like to introduce to all you dear friends who are trying to do good for the world, Mrs. Catherine Schubert. Miss Catherine Schubert. And it's called the Connecticut Humane Society, isn't it, Amy?
Yes.
And they cover Newington?
Yeah.
And they cover Westport?
Yeah.
And they try to help doggies and kitties find homes. Folks, do you know that over $1 million doggies and kitties were murdered last year? Because there were no homes for them. And so, a chat with Glendora and Soul to Soul and you and I and Amy and the rest of the shipmates on our SS Glendora are trying to do what we can to help these kitties be in loving arms. And Amy, Catherine sent us an email, didn't she?
Yes.
Would you show it to the folks?
Well, what's in the email is mostly pictures of cats and dogs from the shelter.
Oh, that's good. Tell us their names.
Well, the first animal's name is Aria, and they're a black and white cat, female, 15 years and 3 months. The second one is a dog named Balto, and he's 7 years and 3 months. Third is Bella, who is a female domestic short-hair cat. Then there's Blue, who is a male dog. He's a mountain mix. He's 1 year and 1 month.
What is their address?
Hold on. And then the last one is Cappuccino, a female cat, 2 years and 1 month. And that's all for the first page. Then we have a guinea pig whose name is Champ, and he's male and he's 7 months. Then there's a female dog named Chessa, or Chisa, and she's a spaniel mix. She's 7 years and 5 months. There's a male dog named Chip. He's a mixed breed, and he's fully grown. Then there's another guinea pig named Chip, and he's 7 months. Then there's a female dog named Fate. She's a mixed breed, 44 pounds, 10 years, and 5 months. Next is a bulldog mix. His name is French Fry, and he's 3 years old. Next is a guinea pig named George, and a female guinea pig named Gigi, who's 2 years and 1 month old. Then we have a female cat, a domestic short hair mix. She's 2 years and 2 months old, and her name is Hemi. Then we have a dog named Jack. He's a Chihuahua short coat, 9 years and 4 months old. Then we have a rabbit named Jupiter. She's a female rabbit.
A rabbit?
Yeah. She's 1 year and 7 months old. Then we have Kiwi, who's a female Labrador Retriever mix. She's 1 year and 6 months old.
Oh, beautiful animals.
Then we have Lila, or Lila, however you want to say it. She's a female cat who is a domestic short hair mix, and she's 4 months old.
Wee.
Then we have Linus, who is a black and white domestic short hair cat, and he is 3 months old. And then we have a female dwarf rabbit named Luna, and she's 7 years and 9 months old.
Wow. God bless you people for keeping them alive. They were not far from being murdered.
Then we have a dog named Maggie, who is a Retriever Labrador mix. She's 1 year and 4 months old. Then Memphis is a hound dog mix, and he's 5 years and 3 months old.
Oh, nice.
Then we have a female guinea pig named Nubbin. She's black and white, and she's 1 year and 1 month old.
Nice.
Then we have a rabbit named Oscar. He's all white, and he's 5 months old.
Oh.
Then we have a female gray cat named Penny with orange eyes. She's a domestic short hair mix, and she's 8 months old. Then we have a female gray and white cat with green eyes. Her name is Peppermint. She's a domestic short hair cat, and she's 4 years old. Then we have a female guinea pig named Porchetta, who is 1 year and 1 month old, and she's a dark brown and white guinea pig. And then we have another guinea pig named Spiky. He's 3 years and 6 months old, and he's tan and brown and white. Then we have a female cat named Trinity. She's all white with brown eyes. She's a ragdoll mix, and she's 2 years old. Then we have Wesley.
Who was that one?
He's a male cat, all white with blue eyes. He's a domestic short hair mix, and he's 2 years old. And that's all the pets from the Humane Society.
Catherine, you did a good job, a very good job, Catherine Schubert. And Amy, you did well reading them to us. What is their address?
Let's see.
And what is their telephone number?
The telephone number is 860-736-6413.
Say it again, please.
The telephone number is 860-736-6413.
Sorry, would you say it again for me?
860-736-6413.
They're located in Westchester. They're located in Westport, Connecticut. Fairfield County. Why did the bunny rabbit, Amy, why did the bunny rabbit want to be changed into a goon within the next 24 hours? Why did the bunny rabbit want to be changed into a goon within the next 24 hours?
I don't know why.
So he could be here today and goon tomorrow. Well, I'm going to look forward to Catherine Schubert coming with us right now. Can you put us on pause, Kemi?
Sure.
My goodness, Catherine, tell us how happy people would be if they brought one of these animals into their homes.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm with the Connecticut Humane Society, and we're really happy to be able to feature these pets. We've got a few adoptable pets right now, and all of them are very, very sweet and very, very cute. And we hope that anybody interested in adopting could think about adopting one of these pets that are available.
And Catherine, they are so handsome. Oh, they are.
They are.
Utterly handsome. Now, are there fees and veterinarian bills to pay or anything like that?
Yeah, absolutely. So our fees are because of all the care that the pets get before they're ready for adoption. Our adoption fees are available on the website, but I can explain a little bit about what goes into those adoption fees when you adopt with the Connecticut Humane Society. So whenever you come to adopt, the adoption fee is going to include a consultation with an adoption counselor to help you select the best companion for your life. It's also including that spay and neuter surgery for all eligible dogs, cats, and rabbits. So whether you're adopting a dog, cat, or a rabbit, those pets are always going to be spayed or neutered. And then that also includes our flea and tick treatments, deworming. It includes age-appropriate vaccinations for all those pets, including the rabies vaccinations for all pets that are over 3 months old. And that's also going to include completed medical care for any of the illnesses or injuries that were discovered during their stay with the Connecticut Humane Society. So if there was a pet that had a broken leg or a pet that needed a surgery for something other than typical spay-neuter surgery, we cover that and we take care of that before that pet is ready to go get adopted. The adoption fee also covers the microchip implant, and it also covers basic behavioral support after adoption to make sure that you get off on the right foot. So if you have any questions about potty training a pup, or making sure that you have the right setup for your rabbit, or making sure that your cat is using the litter box and litter that you've decided to use in your home, you can call up our behavior coordinators after you adopt to make sure that you have all the information you need.
Oh my goodness, you did that beautifully. Yeah, you did that beautifully. I want to start a scholarship fund.
That'd be wonderful.
Now, how would you do that? I would like to give somebody an adoption fee, or a couple of people an adoption fee. How would I go about that?
Right, so you can just give us a call at the Connecticut Humane Society. Our phone number is 800-452-0114, and that's when you can speak to somebody about giving a donation or speaking about caring for or taking care of somebody else's adoption fee for the pet. So give us a call and we can help you out with that.
Well, honey, how much would 3 adoption fees cost?
So it depends on the age of the pet. When it comes to puppies, any puppies that are 6 months and under, those pups are going to be up for adoption for $445. And then the fee kind of goes down from there. So any dogs that are over 8 years old are $100. And then there's a little bit of a range in between. When it comes to cats and kittens, it's the same thing with kittens up to 6 months old. So those guys are going to be $300. And then cats over 8 years old are about $80. We also have different adoption fees for small animals. So that includes like guinea pigs, rabbits, chinchillas, birds, and all of that is also listed on our website. But again, those adoption fees are to cover the cost of care for those pets, and there are a lot of things that puppies and kittens need before they're ready, so that's why their fee is just a little bit higher. It just takes a little bit more work. The good news is that fee does come with, for puppies, training classes, so that's one of the things that's covered, and then you get reimbursed as soon as you guys come back to make sure that your puppy is getting those obedience classes.
Well, honey, those are too many figures for me. If I gave you $500, honey, what would that do for the kitties and the doggies and the rabbits?
Oh, absolutely. So a donation of $500 goes a very long way for the pets. That covers things like basic care, food for the pets, including food that they need and treats that they get. It includes the toys that they get in their kennels and all sorts of things like that. But it also helps to go a very, very long way when it comes to the veterinary care that's needed. every pet that comes to the Connecticut Humane Society gets unique care depending on what they need. So sometimes that looks like 6 months of care because they need a deworming treatment, or that looks like 6 months of care because they're learning how to walk on a leash or go outside for the very first time. We recently had a dog, actually 3 puppies, who came from animal control who had been surrendered and hadn't been outside previously. So we had a lot of work to do in order to get those guys up to speed and ready for life out in the real world.
Catherine Schubert, I'm 95 years old, no hospitals, no doctors, and no medicine. And I wouldn't want my money to go toward veterinarian. Would that be a problem?
Towards medical bills?
Yeah, I don't believe in medicine.
Got it. No, yeah. You can definitely speak to whoever you talk to, and you call up. And if you want to make your donation go somewhere else, you can certainly do that.
Good, honey.
Yeah.
Catherine, a dog, a cat, and a rabbit all died on this is a joke, dear. They all died on the same day, and they all went to heaven on the same day. And God said to the dog, where do you want to sit? And the dog said, I want to sit on your left. And God said to the rabbit, where do you want to sit? And the rabbit says, I want to sit on your right. And God said to the cat, where do you want to sit? And the cat says, I think you are sitting in my chair.
That's very funny. Cats can definitely be like that.
Yes, they can. Now, how long have you folks been so good about helping animals?
So we were actually started in 1881 by a Hartford high school student.
No, really?
Yes. So a long, long time here.
Yes, a long, long time. And thank you for keeping it going. And what is the official name of your shelter?
We're the Connecticut Humane Society, and we're located in 3 different places in Connecticut. We are in Newington, which is where our headquarters are. We're also in Waterford, and we are in Westport. And we are not affiliated with any national organizations. We are our
that's
own.
good. Yeah, that's good.
And we also do not get any ongoing municipal funding. So we are entirely donor funded, and it's because of people like you who want to care for those kittens and puppies that are making it possible. So thank you.
So now you have told us what you can do for the public. Furnish them with love and joy and contentment and happiness of owning a pet. Now, what the public can do for you is to receive the dog, cat, or rabbit.
Yeah. Providing homes for these pets is so important. At the end of the day, our adopters are just making sure those pets are really happy and getting the life that they deserve. So it's wonderful when people can adopt.
Yes.
We also encourage members of the public, if they can't do anything like adopt, they can volunteer with us as well. So we have a huge volunteer program for anybody interested in giving their time to the pets. And we also have a lot of events that go on too. So all of that's listed on our website if there's other ways that people want to get involved.
You're a deep animal lover, aren't you?
I certainly am, yes. I grew up loving pets and will always love them.
Yeah, right. Somebody asked a dog, are you bilingual? And the dog said, woof, meow.
Sounds like they were.
Now, let's see. What else can we tell? Amy, can you think of anything else that we should tell the public? You got your kitty cat from a shelter, didn't you, dear?
Actually,
no, you got it from a farm.
Yeah, my first cat that I had before Miss Kitty, I got him from my grandmother. Her, she had a bunch of cats in her house, and they always had kittens. And one of them was my first cat, MJ.
Yeah.
And I took him home when he was like 6 months.
And now Miss Kitty is about 8 years old, isn't she?
I think she's 7. Yeah.
And you got the 2 doggies from a shelter, didn't you?
Ryder we got from a shelter. Iris was Michelle got her from a mutual friend that she met over Facebook, and their dogs were having puppies, and they gave her Iris.
Yes, right. And I think we just celebrated the 9th anniversary of, was it Iris? That he was adopted from the shelter?
No, Ryder is actually Ryder, who's 9.
9.
Yeah.
And you had an anniversary, right?
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. So you see, folks, how these things bring so much love and joy and answers to problems to your homes. Dear Catherine, I had a kitty cat for 15 years. And she was one of these kitty cats who was bounced around from home to home and was frightened and made frenetic. And when she came to my home, I said I would take the kitty as a what do you call it? What kind of a home do you call it?
A foster?
Yes. And I said I would do it for 2 weeks. And it lasted 15 years.
Those things tend to happen.
Yeah. And her name was .com.
That's very cute. I like that name.
And she was vegan, honey, all of her life. And I would give her regular people food. But the way you make a kitty cat and a doggy vegan is you use yeast, either brewer's yeast or that other yeast, what's it called? And you just sprinkle it over the top. And within 3 days, the dog or cat is vegan. It's that simple. It's that simple. Yeah, it's that simple to make them vegan. Now let's see. Go ahead, Catherine. What'd you say?
No, go ahead.
What's it called? Anyway, and where do you get this yeast? You get it at any store. You get it at any grocery store, any supermarket. And it's just yeast in a jar, and they love it. And most of the vegan food that's made commercially, their secret is vegan. People don't know that, but that's what the cat or the dog likes in the food, the vegan. Now let's see, what else can we tell you? How does a rabbit use a litter pen, dear? How do you get a rabbit to use a litter pen?
Yeah, they are very smart. A lot of rabbits will kind of take to it the way that cats do. They like to kind of use it and keep it separate from where they eat, where they sleep. So if there are specific questions about that, I know our behavior team could definitely speak better to getting a rabbit to use a litter box, but they're very smart creatures, so that's a great question, and they would definitely be happy to help anybody interested in training their pet to use that litter box.
Oh yeah, a rabbit is a very nice pet. What, does a rabbit give you the feeling of being loved the way a cat does or a dog does?
Oh, that's definitely, yeah. Every pet, even guinea pigs, you can tell. So guinea pigs like to make this kind of chirping noise when they're with people that they really like. It's very cute. And bunnies, when they're very happy,
Yeah.
They do this thing where they jump around and they kind of stretch out and they just have the most happy time. So you can tell when they're very happy. So it's lovely to see that when you adopt them.
Yeah, right. They would be good pets for me because they're born vegan, right? They are vegetarian, yeah.
Yep. So the nutrition is a little bit easier for the rabbits and guinea pigs.
Dear Amy, will you tell Catherine how much time we have left?
We have exactly 4 minutes.
4 minutes. Catherine, is there anything else that you would like to say?
Yeah, I can definitely speak about how the Connecticut Humane Society helps to keep pets in homes. So we do adoption services, but one of the main missions of the Connecticut Humane Society is to make sure that anybody who has a pet at home gets to keep that pet at home, because pets are happiest with people who love them. So we do a couple of different services, and this is throughout the state. We have pet food pantries in all 3 of our shelters right now, and that's for anybody who is having a hard time affording pet food. If they need help for a few months, we can certainly get them on the program to make sure that their pets are getting the food that they need. We also have our veterinary clinic, the Fox Memorial Clinic, that's based out of Newington. We have a new one that's coming to Wilton in 2024. And that's for anybody who needs vet care for their pet but can't afford to go elsewhere for that. So our vet fees are 20 to 30% lower than other vets in the area. And then we also have our community outreach clinics. So anytime there's a need in the community for pet food to be delivered to a certain area, or there's a need for veterinary medicine in a certain area, we bring our veterinarians throughout the state to make sure that pets are getting their wellness checks, they're getting vaccinations that they might need, and we are just making sure that they're getting any sort of pet food too. So we have traveling pet food pantries as well. So keeping pets in homes is super important to Connecticut Humane Society, because we recognize that it can become a big cost to care for pets, but we want to make sure that pets get to, live with the people who love them.
Yes,
So
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We do also have a special assistance fund, which is something that donations can also go to, which helps people who run into really large veterinary bills that they weren't expecting kind of cover that cost too. So that's a really important program. We recently had a poor little Chihuahua who had broken both of her front legs, and the veterinary bills were close to $10,000 just due to how much care was needed for her. So that special assistance fund was able to help that little Chihuahua. Her name was Pepper, and she got to stay with her human. His name was Brandon, and they were just the cutest pair. So it was wonderful to see that they get to stay together because of that.
Well, you've done a very good job. One animal shelter calls their group Animals in Distress. Don't you think that's a very good name? Animals in Distress?
Yes, I've never heard of that, but that's certainly, animals need somebody to be their voice. So it's really important that we do that for them.
Catherine, what do you call a veterinarian who specializes in elephant skin disease?
Well, I'm not sure about that one.
A hypodermatologist.
No, a pachydermatologist.
What is it, Amy?
A pachydermatologist.
Yeah, a pachydermatologist. Thank you, Amy. Say it again. What do you call an elephant who specializes? What do you call a veterinarian who specializes in elephant skin disease? What is it, Amy?
A pachydermatologist.
Okay. Now, what is the proper and full name of your association?
We are the Connecticut Humane Society, and you can find more information about us at cthumane.org.
Okay. And do you have an email that you want people to have?
Yeah, absolutely. If anybody has any questions, they can reach out to info at cthumane.org.
And your telephone number?
Our telephone number is 800-452-0114.
Can you remember any comical or funny things that happened in your experience of helping kitties and doggies?
Well, I did have a very funny experience. I was doing an interview, and I had a guinea pig on my lap, and the guinea pig decided to pee on me while we were in the middle of the interview. So that was kind of funny. It's kind of bad.
We're almost through, right, Amy?
Yep.
All righty. Let's see. Did anything go through your mind, so-called, Amy?
No.
One day, my assistant Gregory was at the computer, and my kittycat.com always sat on the desk with us all day long. And I said, gee, she looks hungry. So I got up and I gave her a piece of vegan cheese. And I looked over, and Gregory looked so he was overworked, so I got up and gave Gregory a piece of vegan cheese, and he was so busy he didn't bother to eat it, and .com went over and ate it. You know how it is, right? Okay.
Oh.
Well, a final word of gratitude for the love that you give people and the love that people give the animals, dear.
Yeah. No, thank you so much for doing this. I like what the Connecticut Humane Society is doing, and just making sure that pets get to loving homes, and that, you know, people continue to love and support that.
Yes, and your love is infectious. Thank you for passing it all. This has been Catherine Schubert at Connecticut Humane Society. Is that right?
Yep, that's correct.
All right, dear Catherine. Grace and peace. And you will ask Altice Cablevision for your airtime. It has to be done by somebody in the community.
Awesome. That sounds great.
Yep. I can't do it because I don't live in your community, honey. Well, listen. Grace and peace unto you all. Amen.
So, you too.
Say goodbye to Amy, Catherine.